Hey, come on. Hey, yeah. Hey, every time you watch it, they know every word. They be shouting my name. Hey, that's what everybody.
The Celtics running through the tunnel earlier on. The Boston faithful waiting to cheer them on as they get set to take the floor. A terrific evening live at Old Town Bay, the historic city of Boston, is our backdrop tonight. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this second edition of the NBA2K21. Kevin Harlan here along with analyst Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from TA along the sidelines all game long. Some extra minutes to fill as a pair of players are listed as inactive tonight due to injury.
Two players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the five for the Raptors. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Lowry in at the one. And for the Celtics, Tatum and Cantor together down low. Then there's Smart. It's Hayward. For those players who were discussing trade talks, Greg, but weren't dealt at the deadline, it's got to be hard for them to ever, I guess, trust teammates again.
No doubt about it, but we have a saying. If you play at the highest levels, you have two families. Your first, which is your family at home, and your second. The only one you trust is your first family. The second family, it's a business relationship, and you know what? You can have a third family the following week if you get traded. And so some guys block out the noise and manage their emotions well. Others don't, and they tend to struggle.
It's all in the family. And the basket by Tatum.
Amazing player. Tatum final taking of the defense gives
Smart against Powell. That's the line. And to get open is Ibaka. And Lowry gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's the defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Hayward can't hit. And now just over a minute play here in the first.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season. And when he gets going, look out for him.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
Tatum's shot is off. Passes it to Hayward. Here's Wanamaker. 6 to shoot. Back to Hayward. And there's a foul on Gordon Hayward. And it's his first foul of the game. Now Powell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Lowry up top. Siakam, right side. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance. Able to complete the play through contact.
Here's Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Powell, the pass to Anunoby. Outside Lowry. Packers moving the ball around. Shoots a fader. Here's Siakam. The second effort. And the layup is good.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
And now, the first timeout call here for Boston. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach He said the things that make this such a compelling matchup for the fans are the strategic elements and, of course, the big plays. But he also said we're facing a team that really knows how to execute an offense. We just don't see much sloppiness. A real tactical battle shaping up tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concerned about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent that?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooter. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Which is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of energy. We will see them go to their bench early to try and stay fresh.
Smart on the wing. Here he's in from three-point range.
Of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Now here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing. And the call will be against Brad Bonner. Of the game. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Green comes in for Gordon Hayward. Then for the Raptors, Marcus Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Fred VanVleet in for OG Anunoby. Here's Lowry. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And the Raptors miss again. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game. Coming into this, having notched the win against Cleveland in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
Here's Wanamaker after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Tatum shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside for Leonard. Checks up a three. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. He's got 8 points. Celtics trail by 8. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Wanamaker. Now the pass to Green. And here's Green. Barry's the long-range shooter. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
Mano y mano. This is where you get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride. Answering back with a three of his own.
Basket counts. 10 points for him.
They have laid on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Here's Wanamaker, recovering. Outside Tatum. And again, still with the triple.
A terrific shooter with the range and confidence required to be successful. Tatum loves to let it rip.
Oh, here's VanVleet. Nothing out of the scoreboard for him. And it's good for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game. Here's Wanamaker. Tice gets the Smart. A three from Tatum. And again, still with the triple.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And here is Siakam. 20 points for him last game against Boston. Outside Lowry. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Tough-minded individual. Lowry answers.
The scoring fast and furious at the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 6. And looking back at you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here. Playing with good focus and good energy.
We've got Williams. It's the Williams out there. And it's Wanamaker in the point guard. That's the final to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence.
Bullshit.
It's a surefire way to get back in the game.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Strange to see Marcus Gasol shooting from outside. His game rate doesn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a degree to his game in the last season with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch five, through his career, he's more likely to drag you to the block and just lose you more than anything else.
He makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking.
Hayward's checked in for the Suns. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Free throw good, Gasol. Oh, God, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. When you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul goes first because this guy, he is a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win. Even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I throw into that mix as well.
And they all lock in, you're right. Here's Wanamaker, following the basket by Marcus Smart.
That's bullshit.
Here's Anunoby. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Wanamaker, covered by Van Vliet. Hayward outside, from outside the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Anunoby has the open look. The three-pointer off the mark. Nuggets trail by 12. That's the Wanamaker. First ball moved by Boston. Just 5 to shoot from downtown. We're getting another chance here. Hayward outside. Hayward's got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
Well, they scored this first quarter. He's found a little rhythm here.
Oh, here's Van Vliet. 11 points last game. It's Gasol missing.
Leading right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Over the corner three. Hayward's not shot. Mueller's three, picking up the assist. Hayward's got now.
And things starting to click. Three-point land. Nothing in the quarter, but he's hit three triples here in the second.
So, timeout called here. The first quarter Toronto.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Lowry finds Anunoby. And Van Vliet, here we go. Backed in off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred Van Vliet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Here's Wanamaker. Recovering. Lowry brings it up. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Kyle Lowry. 8th in assists, 16th in steals. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 assists. And he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Here's Wanamaker. No points in the game yet for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Break in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. To get back to that feed, that kind of team.
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some big young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Siakam, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Tatum on the wing. It's the 3-point line. Tatum's got 17.
He's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
56 seconds left in the first half. And slammed up by Tatum.
Offensively, just versatile. Keeps his defenders on edge with so many moves with the ball.
Now, here's Lowry. 13 points in the game. And that one, good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Wanamaker on a recovery. Here's Tatum. And he gets it to go off the back of the rim. Tatum's got 21 in the game.
And he's got such a smooth release on that jump shot. You can feel that it's just coming naturally to him.
Shots good by Siakam.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Wanamaker now recovering. That's still Smart. It is good. Smart's got his second basket of the night.
And they're passing ball very crisply here.
Siakam against Smart. Siakam passes to Lowry. Good on the triple. First game here. The Raptors out in front, leading by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
I'm going to come out with our new chief. They're going to play our game and keep going out there pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see who stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith. Kyle Lowry has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points, and Kyle Lowry, one of the great do-it-all guards in this one. In your mind, is he going to shed it for what he does?
You're right. He'll probably get stuff over a little bit. But he's got a huge presence, obviously. He's a big shot maker.
And that'll do it for
Hey,
our
baby.
halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And now let's check out the last, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the round. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Sabaka in at the center position.
You know, Canada can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
So he gets them both. Lowry with the ball. Pass the foul. Back to Lowry. Ibaka outside. Anunoby against Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Takes the three. At the line. And it's good. Nice job in the clearance as they pick up 2 on the second half.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Smart. Can't tie it up as that one misses. After one of them. Lowry brings it up. Outside the table. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. It's 3-point threats. Jason Tatum on top. The fourth spot held by Gordon Hayward.
Either these two guys force defenders to come out and pass that 3-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Suns. Williams comes in for Tatum. And it's Green in for Brad Wanamaker.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layups. That's exactly what you need to do.
The Raptors shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And taking free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And he makes both free throws.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Right around a minute and a half. Play here in the third quarter. They get it back. Off target at the rim.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, you have to call a timeout and regroup. Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Now, Green still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. With that shot, the American lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Hayward. Toronto that ball, 1-3 since starting the second half. Davis dishes to LeBron. Davis down low. Guarded by Smart. And Davis can't get it to go.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points. Need just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Green kicks to Williams. Siakam throws it in. Siakam's got his fourth rebound in this one. Davis in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Foul timeout called by Boston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy for the time. With some Gatorade, that's needed. Getting fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink. Especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And here is Siakam. After Gordon Hayward hitting the three, it's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Here's Wanamaker. He nails it. Hayward's on up. Wanamaker's got his first points of the game.
Oh, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. But it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their family.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Now Boucher, after Marcus Smart missing on that last 3-pointer.
They should continue to get the ball
Damn.
inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's Smart. 5 points in the game. Hayward kicks to Williams. Davis against Smart. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. And Blake bringing the fidelity. The shot by Hayward. Wide open. Good. And Smart gets the assist. Hayward's got 9 points now in just the second half. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The pass to Boucher. Van Fleet with it. Outside for Gasol. Wings are back, but that 3 is off the mark. Austin's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. In the corner, Smart with it. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they're hitting their opponents now almost exclusively from the triple. That's their last 5 minutes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 12. Coming on up here in the third quarter. And Hayward the stop.
The long legs of Hayward really coming into play off these fast break chances. Hard to keep pace with a guy that big and athletic.
Raptors trail by 4. And here is Davis. He's got 5. They need this. Rebound by Williams. Celtics have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for them here in the second half so far. Hayward, right side. Smart passes to Hayward. Here's Wanamaker. Boucher defending. Here's Wanamaker. Trying to shoot. Smart on the wing. 3 off the mark. Toronto shooting really well. 54% on the floor. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Fleet kicks to Siakam. Lays it up off the glass. Siakam's got 14 points.
The defense better offense. Through hard work, Siakam's become a #1 scoring option.
Here's Wanamaker. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team getting ground. Celtics lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Smart. Williams is out there with Daniel Tice. Then it's Tatum, and it's Wanamaker into the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Anunoby. Lowry, this should do about 2 points. That one goes.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Outside Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Stolen by Van Vliet. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Raptors lead by 2.
You have to protect the ball against Fred VanVleet on a per-minute basis. He racks up a lot of steals.
Inside. Here's Tatum. That's deflected.
Van Fleet outside. And he comes up with the deuce.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth offense. And once he gets clear of the screen, there is no
And there's a flash waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now, here's Lowry. And it's off from three-point range. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Outside, Smart. Back to Tatum. Two free throws coming out, and they call it a shooting foul. So Javante picks one up there.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive with his decision making in terms of driving in basketball. Solid of creating the angle and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul.
Dennis Kent is checked in for Williams. And Toronto also making a switch. Siakam is checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And so Tatum nails them both.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite. Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Wanamaker. And slams out Tatum.
An explosive player who has no problem finishing up the rim. Tatum does damage inside.
Now, here's Lowry. And over 2.5 minutes on the books here in the fourth. Here's Siakam. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
These are the looks this offense is designed to generate. Siakam deadly close to the rim.
Here's Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now, here's Anunoby. Outside Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Ibaka in the post. Ibaka slams it in.
That could be a big moment right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away. He will take crucial shots.
Hayward's checked in. Celtics trail by 5. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Tatum's shot is off. Raptors have gone 6 of 8 for the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this one. For them. Boston has been 2 of 5 on field goal attempts in the first quarter. And the call on the shot sends it to the line.
As tough as they get, Smart, a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes initially.
And so, Smart handles both of them.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Now, here's Siakam. And he makes that one.
Mm.
Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Here's Wanamaker. To the paint. Here's Cantor. Second shot opportunity.
Ooh.
Great defense by Surge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. In the corner. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
He didn't make it. That was the comeback shot right there. We could lose this game, y'all. We got players hurt. don't know how they got hurt, but they hurt.
It six. The key is the anthem. He kicks the line.
Didn't see that shit.